Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine.
Hello there and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're just looking back at the makeover that we did to the front yard with the no-dig extended garden beds, and also the front porch that we just gave a beautiful refresh for fall. So I just wanted to reshare this with you so that you can see how the front yard definitely has been refreshed for the season. And then we're going to take it a step further.
We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light. Pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So over the past month, I have been back and forth with what we were going to do with the front lawn. Now, I had shared with you guys when we did part one, where I tilled and removed all of the old grass that was on this side of the house. And at that time, we were going to be proceeding to put down artificial turf. But over the past month or so, I've really been contemplating what I ultimately wanted to do on this side. And I decided that before I gave up on actual grass, that I would try to install warm season turf. Now, two of my neighbors across the street both have warm season turf, and it works very well for them. Now, I'm in New York, so we're technically in the area that should have cool season turf, which thrives in the spring and fall season. I am going to be experimenting by putting down Bermuda seeds, which should be in a southern zone. So usually when you plant a warm season grass, it should be in the late spring to summer months, because it's the total opposite of cool season grass. So we're taking the chance. It's a little late in the season to be doing this project, but I decided that I definitely would try it. So right now I am just smoothing out the area. We're getting rid of all of the leftover grass, dead grass that was here. I was using my tiller, and now we're going in with our rake and we're just raking up all of the loose grass to just clean it up and make it have a nice flat surface. And then we're going to get started with seeding. So I just want to thank everyone so much for your love and your support. that you have been showing me. I am overwhelmed by all of the comments and positive feedback in the comments, and the way that you guys interact with each other, the way that you share your projects, your name, your growing zone. I just absolutely love this community that we're forming here, and I look forward to chatting with you each week in the comments. So I just wanted to say a special thanks to you. So when we tilled up all of the grass and we tilled up the soil on this side, it exposed a lot of roots. So I'm just going in with my lobbers and I'm just going to be cutting any roots that are sticking up so that we have a smooth surface. So after this, I took a trip to Lowe's and I had to do an online order because I went to the store, and even though it said there were supposed to be 147 bags of lawn soil, no one could locate it. So I came home and I placed my online order for pickup, and I picked it up a couple of days later. In the meantime, I was just preparing this area so that it's smooth so I can lay down the lawn soil. Now, the good thing about it was that they were on sale. They were 2 bags for $15, so I picked up 10 of them. And I wound up using 5 on this area. So the balance I'll be using on the other side when we go in and seed it in the springtime. So this is not the first time that I've seeded before. I've seeded many times. This is the first time that I'm experimenting with warm season grass seed, but I usually seed every so often. I overseed pretty much like every other year, and I didn't do bare soil seeding a couple of years ago, but almost close to it because I didn't till up and remove all of the grass, but I did scalp it down as low as possible. So we're just putting down the 3 bags of the lawn soil. We're spreading it out. I was going to be using this till, but apparently I need to like glue the tiller back onto it. That's just a hand tiller, and it was not going to stop me. So I'm using my feet to break up the clumps, because once it comes out of the bag, the lawn soil, because it has fertilizer, manure and everything, and it's packaged, it's a little clumpy. So you just have to make sure you break it up, and then you can rake it out pretty well. So we're trying to make sure that the surface is as smooth and as flat as we can. So I got my hand tamper out, and I'm just going to tamp everything down and make sure that when I lay down the seeds, that it's on a flat surface, and that all of the seeds will be able to get great contact and it'll be able to just thrive. Now this is how we're looking after I tamped down everything. So now I just wanted to share with you, this is an overview. You can see how lovely it looks up in the porch area and also in the extension. So I received this box from Edgerite. They're a brand that I saw on a couple of other YouTube channels, and I wanted to work with them. So I reached out to them. I told them I was an influencer, and I asked, if they would be able to send some product over to me. So I'm going to have their information linked in the description in case you're interested. So basically, these are 4-inch high metal edging. And the reason why I purchased it was because I have a sloped area. So I wanted to be able to put something down that the grass would be able to edge up against. And it would also give me a defining point of where the slope starts and where the lawn ends. And this is going to be the perfect addition to my lawn. So I'm going to take my time now to just do a dry fit. And again, because I have not been watering, pretty much for a couple of months now, because I was thinking that I was going to do the artificial turf, the area is very dry. So I'm just taking the time to water it down, let it set, and then I'm going to go in with my edger, and I'm just going to do a straight line where I think I'm going to be putting the edging in. And then it's just going to make it a lot easier to just be able to hammer the edging into the earth. And it takes the guesswork out, so I can step back and I can see if the line is going to be straight or not. And then I can just move it around before I actually hammer all of the edging into the ground.
She puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.
So as I was working, my neighbor from around the corner was walking her dog, and she stopped and we were just chatting while I do the edging here. So she was very interested to learn, what project I was working on, because she frequently walks by, and most of the time I'm always out here working, either early mornings or throughout the day. So we just chatted for a bit.
Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So while I was opening up the box of the edging, my neighbor across the street had came over to me, and we just started talking about grass, because initially when I was tilling, he had asked me, what I was going to be doing, and I told him I was going to be doing artificial turf. So he was just following up with me on, how it was going. And then I told him, actually, I was going to be doing warm season grass seeding instead of switching over to the artificial turf. Now his lawn, like he said, about 10 years ago, he had ordered online warm season plugs. So I'm going to be seeding, but he did plugs. And the nice thing about the Bermuda grass is that it's a spreading grass. So once you put it down, even if you do a thin layer, it's going to spread by rhizomes, as opposed to the cool season grass, which basically once you put the seed down, if it germinates up, that little seedling is all that you're going to get. It's not going to spread out. So warm season grass has its benefits and also its drawbacks as well, because it spreads. So sometimes it'll spread in areas where you don't want it to. So you just have to make sure that you have it checked and you do your edging and just make sure that, you don't let it, get into your flower beds, or in my case, down the slope. So that's one of the reasons why this edging is going to be crucial in making sure that my lawn, is actually where I want it to be. So as you see, it came in different sizes. It came in 4 feet sizes. I got a 2 foot and a 1 foot as well. So I used 2 4-foot pieces, a 2 foot, and then also a 1, and then I just joined it with the connectors. And the nice thing about this is that it is going to rust and patina into this beautiful brown color, and I think that it's just going to look so nice against the stone, the green grass, and it's just going to look amazing. So I picked this grass up on Amazon, so it's going to be linked in the storefront, so that you can, check it out if you're interested. This is Penanting Bermuda grass, and again, this is warm season grass. It's a coated seed, so that's why it's green. I'm out early on Saturday, and I'm just going to sprinkle this down. Now, because my area is so small, usually I use my Scott's broadcast spreader, but this is such a small area and I want to make sure that I only get it where I want it to be. So I'm just using this handheld spreader. I've had it for several years. It was in one of the Scott's Easy Seed bags. I had got it from Costco, and it was just a way to be able to distribute the Easy Seed easily without having to put it through the broadcast spreader. So this is working perfect. It's going down easy. This is a very small area, like it's probably about 100 square feet, so it's very, very small. So that's why I'm experimenting on this side with the warm season turf. If it turns out good, then the larger side, which is still very small, I'm going to then seed it in the spring, summer. So make sure that you cross your fingers and give me well wishes, because I really, really want to make sure that this works. So I'm taking the time to make sure that I put down enough seed, and we're just going to baby it for the next several weeks. So this is how we're looking with all of the grass seed down. We made sure that we put plenty of seeds. Now in the next video, we're going to continue down the rockway. So what I was thinking was I probably will put mulch or some type of rock at the top. I'm going to cut that grass, kill it off, and then we're going to refresh all of the plants, and it's just going to look amazing. So this is how we're looking right after I got all of the seed down. This weekend has been rainy, so this is going to be perfect for the seeds. So I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. We're going to do a quick project recap. So if you haven't watched these videos, make sure that you check the description for the playlist and you can enjoy some of the other projects that we've been doing this season. So again, I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you found some inspiration in this project. And until the next time, which will be Sunday at 6 p.m., have a blessed day.